Welcome! Thanks for watching this video about my 1986 Yamaha Maxim. My name is Tim Rietbergen, and if you look at the license plate closely, you'll see that I'm from the Netherlands. Between 1985 and 86, Yamaha sold the Maxim XJ700N and S models. The more renowned version is the Maxim X, which had a more powerful and complicated 20-valve engine. They were referred to as baby VMAXs. The XJ700 has a 750cc air-cooled 8-valve inline 4-cylinder engine, but received a different crank and piston, bringing it back to 700cc to avoid an extra import tax in the United States. Yamaha have been using these engines in XJ models for a long time. The displacement varied between 400 and 1100 cc's in different XJ models. It's a pretty bulletproof engine and most mechanics don't see them in the shops that much. There is just one little drawback for me as a owner. Every time I want to adjust the valve timing, I have to get different size shims because there's no nuts and bolts to fiddle about with. You just have to change shims. So in the end, you'll have a lot of shims laying around, which you're never going to use again. But okay, that's that.
Now, when I was a kid, I kind of fell in love with Harley-Davidsons. I just liked their whole appearance, and I liked the dark engine sound, just like the noise. But of course, in the Netherlands, probably the rest of the world, Harley-Davidsons are pretty expensive motorcycles, also quite expensive to maintain. So that wasn't going to be it. When I turned 18, my first bike was a Suzuki GN250. Well, as you can see in the picture, it's not a real beauty, far from it. But hey, it's my first bike, and I was happy to be driving it all. So that was my first one. After that, I bought my first Yamaha, XJ600 Diversion, and that was a great bike, very versatile. Really liked the looks, had enough punch, but you know, after some time you kind of feel like some of the horsepower just faded away. Well, actually that's just getting used to the power, but still. I crashed it, rebuilt it, and after a while I sold it to buy another car. And that was the end of motorcycles for me. I quit riding for some years until at one point I got to pick a motorcycle as a gift for graduating. Needless to say, I wasn't going to be able to choose a new Sportster at the dealer. I chose my perfect bike on a few traits I find important in an affordable bike. First, I didn't want to have chain and sprockets. I got tired of lubing it up and adjusting it. That left me either with a belt or a shaft drive. Second, I didn't want no extra fiddly bits that break, meaning no liquid cooling or nifty electronics. Third, it had to be a nice cruiser, but one that could still scare me when accelerating. Mind you, I've crashed 3 times, so it hurts. Last, it had to look nice. No square 80s Tupperware box, no 90s fluorescent racer. By chance, this Maxim XJ700S emerged. It's a 92 import from the US, and someone painted it pearlescent white metallic. Someone also added this ancient looking choke lever because there's none on the left grip for some reason, I don't know why. I installed stainless steel braided brake lines because the originals were disintegrating, but still it doesn't really break, it kind of slows you down at best. I replaced the stock headlight with a clear lens, but when it all came together and it got heated up the first time, it cracked because there just wasn't enough space. So maybe in future I'll replace it. It's not really a hazard or anything, and it works fine anyway. have noticed a bit of a rattle from the distribution chain. I'm not too worried about that. It's only at low idle when the engine's not really warmed up yet. And ticking sound, I just checked valve clearances and it's all perfect. Still, it has this bit of a clattery sound to it. I don't really mind because I know these engines can take some abuse, but who knows. I want to thank you for watching this video, and maybe I'll post a new one in some time. Bye.